Capcom event is on quite late. I don't think I'll be able to watch it. I've got work in the morning, things to do, places to be. It'll probably be like last year's anyway. They'll say, yeah, we're making Resident Evil Village DLC. Here's some stuff about Street Fighter esports. And that'll be it. Yeah, you don't need to watch it, Aaron. Nothing important will happen. Nothing at all.
You bastards.
Okay, so Capcom, I have doings with you. I'm not happy. Not at all. Just let me have a quick sip of my coffee. It's been warm for hours, I might add. My work gave me a travel mug and a bunch of coffee, and I've been on it all day. So, just to be clear, it's my birthday soon, so that's why they did it. Just letting you know. In case anyone wants to say happy birthday on the 25th of June. Anyway, Capcom event. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Quite a fucking bit, I might add. So, last year's Capcom event, pretty much, I'm going to roll the clip, because it's still funny to this day, and my head was ringing like a bell for a good week after I did it. So, yeah.
And the $150,000 prize pool. Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we only have 1v1 content. But now you actually have your teammates at your back and every decision that you make.
So that was Capcom's event, summed up pretty spectacularly in 10 seconds. They didn't do a right lot. They announced Resident Evil DLC and then fucked off for an entire year. What did they do this year? When I wasn't watching. They did everything. Well, first off, they showed off footage of the new Resident Evil Village DLC, which is a new third-person mode, which looks dope. We'll get to that in a bit. 50-50. It looks good, doesn't look good. I'll get there. The new Resident Evil Village DLC story, which focuses on Rose, Ethan's daughter, 16 years later after the events of Resident Evil Village, and also new Mercenaries content, where you can be Lady D. Oh, fuck me. Now, you're probably wondering, Aaron, why are you so annoyed? Why are you so annoyed? Well, it's because I didn't watch this event. I didn't watch this one. No, because it was on at a ridiculous time for us in the UK, which, I mean, is understandable. I mean, you know, you can't accommodate every time zone. I don't care about that. But also, because when I did finally watch it and I recorded my reactions, I already knew what happened. So I was just there, delivering what can only be described as an Oscar-worthy performance. And as I'm editing that video, I'm sat there like, I cannot work with this. I cannot do anything with this. So, right. Oh, and I almost forgot the best part of it for me, which was the Resident Evil 4 remake footage. Holy shit. That looks great. Though I am used to it being more brown, I might add. It is jarring seeing that game in a variety of colours instead of just all in brown filter. So it should be good. It should be interesting. I am curious to see what story changes they have in mind, because we know that Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 did change some things, but kept it more or less similar. Or the same. So it's going to be interesting to see how they update Resident Evil 4, mostly because that's the game that's probably freshest in people's minds, because they just keep re-releasing it on every single console to ever exist, including VR. So it's going to be interesting to see the story differences with that game. And also, one of the more underrated parts that I'd like to talk about is Resident Evil Village's third-person mode. That's weird. Yeah, because, like, a third-person mode with a game like Resident Evil 7, I personally feel wouldn't work. Because Resident Evil 7 is designed to be very claustrophobic, very shut-off field of view, and it's supposed to maintain that creep factor that anything at any time could be behind you and you don't know it. And you don't know it's there. And I like that. But with Resident Evil Village, it's like, they can do a third-person mode on that, because then it just becomes Resident Evil 4, if you think about it, because it is heavily inspired by Resident Evil 4. You can't even deny that. It is tonally very, very similar to that game. It looks good. It looks very interesting. I'm going to be curious to see how they work with the cutscenes, Because are they all going to be third person, or are they going to cut to first person for those? It's going to be weird, and it's going to look really interesting. It could pretty much look like an entirely new game, because you'd see things that you wouldn't see before, but it would also make it a lot less scary, in my personal opinion. Because, again, going back to the Resident Evil 7 argument, the idea is it's supposed to be very closed off and claustrophobic, and a lot of the time Resident Evil Village shares those same elements. So in third person view, I don't feel like it'll be as scary or as frightening as it was. But it's going to be interesting to see how it's played out. I mean, it gives me an excuse to replay it, definitely. It'll make the dollhouse a little bit more bearable as well. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that mission. Ugh, that in third person. Still creepy as shit, but I don't think it'll be anywhere near as scary, in my personal opinion. Great conference, overall. I didn't watch all of it, I just watched the Resident Evil parts, as that's the only thing that interested me about that. But holy shit, the boys are eating good, once again. And I cannot wait for the future content we're going to get for these two games. It's going to be great. Going to be great. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video, which might be next weekend. I'll let you know. See you later.